Will Howard, the Kansas State quarterback.
Goodness, what about having some fun in the snow? The name at Arrowhead, but they've been playing since Knight had won a lot of games in succession before Brock. Oh, he is well protected down there.
Well, Brent, throughout this game, but watching the both teams warm up, Chris Kleiman about an hour before kick, and he said the big still on the ground. Guys were constantly cleaning off their...
On the toss, deferred. Tennant boots it away, and he sets sail 29-yard line as you see Rocco Becht. He is the son of the great tight end who played with the Jets. His wife are on hand. Both he and Deanne will carry it. The lion's share of opportunities, and look at him go on the...
That 71-yarder right there is part of the reason why those two back to a lot of great backs, man. And this guy shows obviously awareness. Anything around him's going down. Reese Hall is one of the guys they compared him to
in recent years, and Contreras is in for the extra point. That is the long...
And they expected a lot from him, and those guys just got out of there, man.
In fact, we were told only just before the game by the... All that has to tell you is these guys are looking...
And it'll make you leave, too.
Yeah, it sure will. You stay.
Absolutely, man. This game,
in the year 29 to 28. And here comes Seth Porter. Derek Anderson. During the course of our game, our crew has worked mightily moving over.
Holding on the return team, number 15. Roughness, number 0 of the kicking team. That would be important.
Slip and slide a lot, but the last thing you need to do is be able to...
It's taken full leadership of this program. This time a year ago ahead.
DJ's a good back, Tim, and they come with an inside
8. Out of the shotgun. Giddens again.
Well, Timmy, you mentioned Giddens a few minutes ago. DJ, he's got a scheme as well.
3rd down and 4 from the 28. This pass is... Oh, they jumped on that, making it up. The free safety who's looked really outstanding. And Dimitri Stanley are in twin safety. What guy back there? They're going to let that...
Indeed we did.
He and Rocco Becht compare favorably its organization. Now he's out at 49ers games all the time with his wife, whom he met in to make the tackle at free safety.
Tim, I ran into...
Evening progressives.
Nice, got him in the flat.
And the pass, the tackle.
Well, perish the thought here, because not only can he catch folks, he can finish.
David Montgomery. He reminds me a little of both. Look at that.
Yep, they do.
Austin Moore. They have some of that in these conditions tonight.
Be out now.
Desmond Purnell, 32,
yeah,
is the guy that knocked it out of the state. Recovered by Kansas State, I should say. And DJ Giddens.
Unbelievable fake, too.
Just, it was.
Yeah, it was just great.
2nd down and 5. Giddens takes it this time, and he's Ikenna Ezeago, who 50% on 3rd down conversions this year. Giddens purchased number 5. Spent a lot of time with Matt and his journey. Here's a pass toward Garcia, number 3, R.J. Garcia, the
pass interference, number 2, defense.
That a catchable pass, and so that will set Giddens on a stretch play, and that defense was linebacker, 6'4", 225 pounds, great in the red zone. 91% scoring points, 81% touchdowns. How about that?
They go downhill and power with you. And the quarterback, he isn't afraid to put his nose in there as well.
Others, most of his career here.
Option game.
Yep, towards the boundary, and Giddens is in some trouble. And young man that came in late, was a 23-yarder every play, and special teams could be an adventure tonight. The state converts. Oh, the polka dot blanket. Sound your horns. We're underway on Fox. Built to serve, and the guy that was driving our ram.
Position of control.
And a short one from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. You'll see a little fake sweep action, and here is Becht. And he finally on the 10.
Well, these guys right here can run and chase, man.
In the backfield. And he'll tote it. And he's ahead. Payne talked about Joe Clanderman there. He's
an awareness about what to do. You know, it's really implemented.
To the Kansas State approach. Very rarely do these teams beat themselves. Coming off a 5 tackle and interception performance.
Guys have success, and he did.
Big time. Brookside of the field and then cut it back up. Pretty and a healthy return. Looking for a flag, but I
not white. Four is on the 44.
The return team. It's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Goal against the receiving team. Right by Will Howard after the penalty. And they're backed up inside the 15. And that's a good come from behind win at Kansas. Kleiman said, you know, we probably... Steve Sarkisian of Texas, they settled things yesterday and today.
That three-man front with 5.
Ward on a stretch play.
They've got some speed, man. When you watch them, that's 6 yards. Oh, and
what a great fake. Howard on the check down.
For a long time.
Yeah, your ultimate Swiss Army knife in this Kansas State offense. And there's a
athleticism is there to make great plays. And I believe this guy here is the difference. Even though they're going to walk it.
Well, we were not hearing the official that time.
Defended from a defensive standpoint.
It's a 26-yard gain. Howard with plenty of time.
About for a freshman right there. For Walton Beach, Florida's finest, man. Go up and high point that ball.
Passed by there a time or two in the spring. Oh, yeah. Near Orange Beach. Down in the middle, runs into McLaughlin.
Oh, yes. Nice option.
He's going to keep it again.
Yep.
You're right. That is
anyone who's put on a Wildcat uniform. Going fast now.
Out there. Ward bounces off the names. They have won, as we mentioned, plenty of time. And again, he looks to and finds Brooks. And a lot of times runners may not know what yard line they're on. There's a beautiful deep
green, right? A little missile, just getting underneath everybody.
Howard on 3rd and goal. Back of the end zone his time as he slipped and fell in the back of the end zone. Spencer, I'm going to give you all. Shut it down a bit. This field goal by Tennant measures 23 and by Hampton by Hilton. Foster, that's a
always
good
looking, man. Those eyes.
Actually, Jackson, Mississippi. Hooch. Fumbled, and they're wisely on top of. Here he goes again. Gainesville, Georgia, and we've come to the end. Sama is in that backfield, and he's going to carry it one more time, and he is getting attention.
In his hip pocket. I mean, these are the fastest guys right here on the edge, and he just puts them all in his hip pocket.
Contreras with the extra point. That was a high snap, and he gets it through.
Hard to start things off. This guy's special right here. One thing we've got to get corrected.
You know what? We're asking too much of him with the return. I'd say Sama is the story.
There, you don't need to go through the air if you've got a guy that can do this. Don't remember, guys, look. This team,
I lost to close out their year. Here's Sinnott, a little tight end screen.
They're all about.
Good.
And boy, these bodies are flying around. These Cyclones living true to their minds.
From the 27, Howard.
That'll be a flag down here, Tim. Hold on.
Number 2, defense. It's a 10-yard penalty.
A 3 cloud, but he wasn't 2 when he did that.
Here goes Howard. In Kansas State history against Baylor, moving back up out of the portal. This pass is beautiful to Sinnott, and it's seen out. These two have a real connection. Howard, when conditions are good. First down after the gain of 26, and here goes with the tackle. You think back, Spencer, to that,
and got to be even more so to call it.
2nd down and 3. Giddens.
Jack was screaming in there, man, trying to run a stretch play, going old.
On Iowa State's a bit later as DJ Giddens burrows ahead and then is pushed back.
Got in there along with Vaughn and company and making great protection. This is a 3-man rush.
Yeah, big time. Howard's pass is over.
Coverage, just rushing 3, kind of like a little mush run. Wonderful job of dialing the pressure there.
He's a real veteran. And here goes Giddens. Here is the freshman stepping up and stepping in.
Here's a surges for you. That's a surge right there. Yes, sir.
Giddens on 1st and goal. Gets it to T where they go here. It is Giddens, and he is stopped at the point of attack.
That Oklahoma State game in '85. It's tough to get your Green Bay Packers, Timmy. You remember that one?
I sure. He's got some help from the fullback Moore. And there he goes. Extra point. Pretty happy about it, as is his head coach. This is our sideline commentator, Josh Sims, who has more on
possession in K-State, guys.
He's been a steady diet of number 24. And
there you go.
Punch. This guy is a home run hitter.
He's wound tight. You can see it right there. You know, the other guy, very explosive.
31 yards. Uh-oh, look out. Rocco tries to get to deal with at the Iron Bowl today, but that happened to Jake.
Miscommunication.
Yep.
He was trying to change the play at the line of scrimmage to settle his guy.
Loss of 18. And they go to middle screen, and that freshman from here's Nebraska in the game for him. So he'll take it, and look out. From cornerback to make the stop, and it'll be a punt formation.
And you're absolutely right. By formation, you can reduce those. This just can't crack that.
That's a fair catch, and it's keep from turning it over. 14-13. Here are things around for this program, from utility U to championship U. In this
ship is just great because he used to write these handwritten notes.
Talk with us. You better come out Tuesday. Here's Senate. Making the stop. Sennett's religiously. Crossing pattern. It is caught. And he's going to be a little bit.
You had two guys run into one another again that mitigate.
Of the McCann family. A friend like that to cancer. That's tough.
It's close.
Heavy heart, Coach. Making life easier for Rocco Beck. I'll tell you that.
Guys have nuances to their. I think Greece was more. Leads the nation in rushing. Isn't that amazing?
How many people really know that? Make the tackle.
Third taining football on this final one for you and I.
Carson Hansen the setback now on 3rd and 6. Rocco.
Nice. He's about Kobe Savage was back there somewhere as well, close to it. And you're right, Siegel was the guy in front, but Savage.
Between Michigan and Ohio State. And Philip Brooks is going to pick it.
Otherwise.
Mr. Virtual. Love it. B.J. Giddens looking forward to halftime. But Spencer, that before they go into play Georgia.
Well, you know Timmy play call is a bit of a guessing game.
Yes. Side to the top of your screen on 3rd and 13. Howard's looking that way. And that's been up to the challenge of dealing with Jaden. Null, number 13, back deep over end. Not one you want to play with. It did hit an Iowa State up back.
For the right if you intend to sky it. That's part of a strategy.
Howard's pass incomplete.
Noisy, folks here screaming. So if someone said Peter Ball. Nice if block. Nice.
And from the front, gain of 6.
Watching Kansas State.
And by the way, Shear is producing my UCLA Villanova game on the 9th. That was nearly perhaps for trouble. And this 4th down conversion. Opportunity to take the lead before the intermission.
Match coverage on the back end, man, and then a shift to a zone with the bump that first.
Couple of turnovers picked up. When you think about it, here's Howard looking, finding, trying to capitalize on.
And got away with that, brother.
He is coming to the game at wide receiver. Howard
back there. There's 7 guys that have dropped back in that scenario now.
Timeout by Iowa State.
Timeout.
Well, that was might not work here, so he gets the quick TO. And a chance at a 10-win season if you can win a bowl game. Underneath it's Senate.
Brown underneath there. A lot of bodies flying in there. The bottom line is he gets in.
That's a big swing of momentum before defeated at home. It matters a lot to teams. And wants to ask Washington State and certainly
they are impressive, Tim.
Fair catch on the pooch kick again to Burkle.
Tim, is no mystery why they're ranked so highly up there.
Absolutely. A lot to do with that, has he not?